Don't miss a thing from Lions Den Kahawa Pride FC. Join our official Discord server for exclusive
good
updates,
afternoon and welcome to
behind-the-scenes,
Mahiga Primary
and
once
a closer
again. We are
connection
here
to the
for
club.
yet another Nairobi
Scan
Region
this
East
QR
Zone
code.
B League, and today is the league leaders taking on a team that is riding high and low, and of course wanting to put that momentum. I'm talking about Kahawa Pride, who is the home side, and this match happens exactly a week after Kahawa Pride lost to yet another match at Westlife United, a team that shares the same home ground with Embakasi United, and today being yet another afternoon where we expect plenty of action. Welcome aboard, and this is a game that was supposed to be played in the first leg at the committee prison ground, but then the weather couldn't allow it to happen. So today the weather looks very, very, very impressive, and of course looking at the way the teams have lined up, the teams have psyched up themselves, plenty of time to do the warm-up, and it brings that notion that this is going to be a nice day.
Yes, Greg, after that painful defeat last week, remember, it was a goal that was conceded in the last minute of the game, and the weather wasn't very generous today. We are seeing something totally, completely different, Greg Mulemi. And let's see how the teams have lined up. I don't know if you already have the lineup for the home team. Yeah. I will be sharing the lineup for the away team.
Yeah, just before we get the lineups, two teams that are in the actually 9 positions apart. Embakasi United, after 16 rounds of matches, have 35 points, and Kahawa Pride, the home side, sitting in 10th position with 21 points, a difference of 14. Miguel Karani starts in goal for Kahawa Pride. Sadiki Otieno and James Macharia at the center of the defense. Gideon Etiang tucking in at the right back. Kiaria Stephen as the left back for today. Okech Marvin, Austin Ochieng in that central defensive midfield pairing. And of course, Jojo Uma advances together with Lewis Mwaniki, Kamau Felix and Ezekiel Dugu in hand for goals.
Yes, and for Embakasi United, Greg Bulemi, they have played 16 games so far this season, and they've only won already 11 of them. And Fahad starts on goal. Victor Otieno, Bush Oluoch, Isaac Disia, Jeremy Otieno, Charles Zakaria, Pendo Lumuntu, Abubakar Sultan, Elvis Maina, Asambo Shadrach, alongside Harriton Oluoch, will be representing and be looking to get their 12th win of the season. But it won't be an easy task against a very spirited Kahawa Pride. Greg?
The last time Embakasi FC lost a match was on the 3rd of this month when they lost to Soweto Bromley, who again beat Kahawa Pride here by a solitary goal, a slight mistake in the defense line, and that proved to be the difference. But today it's a different story. It's sunny here at the Mahiga Primary. The away side psyching themselves up before the kick of the game. Kahawa Pride, of course, will be striking from the right-hand side to the left-hand side on your screens as usual, and there they are on your screens right now. Look at the faces, confident, and of course Miguel Karani smiling after that whatever happened over the weekend. I had a chat with him before and he said, okay, it happened and now we are set for new heights and new things. It's gonna happen right now as they do their last rituals before the game begins here in just about 5 minutes time. I know the game will be kicking off. Austin Ochieng psyched up, Miguel Karani, Jojo Uma today playing a more advanced role, Felix Kamau, the man who kickstarted the good run for Kahawa Pride, scoring that header just a few weeks ago. Gideon Etiang has been as a mainstay there at right back. Ezekiel Dugu tasked with the hunt for goals. Look at him, the young man, jersey number 60, just going to that center circle and ensuring that everything is okay as they plan for attack.
Yes, we saw they were struggling to find Dogu last weekend. It's a challenge that they have to solve this weekend, and I know it won't be easy against the league leaders. The center referee for today is Alfonso Mondi, and Chef Minjeri alongside Enik Odoyo will be helping on the as linesmen for this clash, and hopefully it won't be as challenging as last weekend. Maybe tell you something very interesting, Greg. Embakasi have been playing away for 5 consecutive games. They have lost the touch of home advantage, really, if you can say so.
Yeah, and just as the game kicks off exactly right now, it is Actually, it is 12 minutes after 3 in the PM. It is 1:12 PM in London. And welcome aboard. We're going to bring you the match live here from the Mahiga Primary right here in Kahawa. And of course, as you said, Embakasi United have faced road trips more than the homecomings, and it's something that is proving to be very pivotal. But then they've been picking points on the road.
They have been picking points.
And that will be something very crucial heading into this match that is being played here right now, as Macharia boots the ball into that area, trying to look for Ezekiel Dugu. It's taken away, and then that is Marvin Okech. Now Ngete, the captain of the day, for the first time, trying to maneuver through that right channel, but then the ball goes out of play for a throw-in.
It's a decent crowd out there. You can see in front of your screens. People have come out. It's an amazing Saturday afternoon. And as you'd imagine, it's a family day. Most people are chilling, having their time with their families. And you can see it as a reflection on the stands there. Not really the stands, but pitch side.
Felix Amauting the ball to Gideon Etiang, boots the ball into the area, but it's cleared away. Marvin Okech tries one, but then it goes out of play for the first goal kick of the day. 2 minutes gone. Still both teams trying to settle in this.
Remember when we were doing the Kahawa Pride against Westlife, the current opponent was playing the following day, but it's a Sunday, and they managed to nick in a 1-0 win against also a very tough side. That's why they were able to restore their lead at the top of the table. I'm talking about Mentors FC, who sit third at the table.
Kiarie taking that ball, trying to look for Jojo Uma, but it's cut away by Rash Oluoch, who brings the ball into the area, tries to find out Pendo Lumuntu. The ball goes out of play. It is an end-to-end goal in the ball in the first exchanges of this game. Miguel Corani trying to look at it, and of course the brilliant pictures coming your way. Looking so awesome by the way.
Yeah, looking very awesome. Maybe because we are having, I was saying, the weather has been very generous today. Let's not lie to ourselves. The other time it was very muddy. The pitch was slightly, not really slightly, it was very unfavorable to the players. So hopefully today we can see some beautiful patterns of play.
So Austin Ochieng standing over this free kick after Jojo Uma was impeded. So he'll try dig one into that area. Austin Ochieng,
he was one of the better players last weekend.
Brings the ball into that area, looking for Sadiki, but then is the judge to have fouled Isaac Ndisha.
Yeah, it was a foul. It was a clean foul. Didn't give the referee much trouble there. Very straightforward decision.
So it's going to be a free kick for Embakasi United, who lead the log 35 points after 16 matches. Quite some good returns, an average of 2 per game.
Yes, and that little heated rivalry between them and Westlife actually gives life to this league at the moment. Remember, they will be watching this game, hoping Embakasi will be dropping points this afternoon.
Austin trying to intercept that Kiarie. Now Jojo Uma for the first time trying to bring that ball into the midfield. Austin Ochieng trying to find Kiarie, rightfully does so, and now it is Jojo Uma's turn to try tee up and his teammate, and Austin takes it, playing a key role in the early exchanges, looking for Ezekiel Dugu, and just about impedes the keeper, and Fahad asking Rachel Watch and Jeremy Otieno, where were you guys? Why did you leave him to come close to me?
It was a miscommunication, I think. And Fahad had to come out and rescue the team early moments in the game. Otherwise, maybe Dogu will have a chance on goal. And, you know, he can be very good at those.
Very powerful striker that is. And that is Pendo Lumuntu lifting the ball into that midfield area. Flicked over, but then it will be James Macharia to try, and of course he sends the ball out of play. It will be a throw-in. If you're joining us, we are live from the Mahiga Primary. Beautiful weather, beautiful photos, and of course I love the production today.
Yes, I love the production. Everything seems seamless. So far we are loving it here. It's sort of an outdoor commentary, and always fun because you're interacting with the people real time.
And Jeremy Otieno tried to bring that into the area, looking for Okumbo Shadrach.
It's going to be a goal kick. Or the referee says it's I think it's going to be a goal kick.
So it will be a goal kick for Kahawa Pride.
Kahawa Pride don't have any problem to build up from the back. Seem quite confident.
They've been confident for quite long trying to do that. The only mistake happened last weekend against Westlife when they tried booting that ball long. Unusual of them, then it became a problem.
Yes.
And they conceded from that situation.
They say you don't go away from your old ways.
Yeah, always make sure that you stick between the lines and do whatever
Is
makes
needed.
it, whatever is needed, as you rightfully put. So, James Macharia brings the ball into that area. Dugu tries to win that ball. It's intercepted. Kiarie trying to look for Austin. But then Embakasi United win the ball in that midfield area. Zakaria Charles into Okumbo. Very industrial. But then Kiarie picks the ball and now finds Jojouma. Nutmeg. Back to Kiarie. And now Austin picks the ball.
It's being
Tries
very nasty.
that long ball into that area, but then it is easily intercepted by Bubakar Sultan. Chance for Embakasi, but then Austin does well to pick that ball to Kiarie. Austin, good stuff by Austin, and concedes off. Does really well to keep the ball, but then is fouled. It will be a second foul for the Pride.
Yes, and Austin has a very quick feet, and he can change directions pretty quickly.
And the direction is changed nicely. They are looking for Felix Kamau. That was Kiarie. The ball goes out of play, and it will be a throw-in for Kahawa Pride.
Yes, I was telling you, Austin very quick at changing directions. Sometimes it can destabilize or unbalanced a marker.
Ball brought into the area. Dugu almost getting to the end of that.
Yes.
But then Victor Tieno clears his area. Sadiki. He is now overlapped. He was trying to tee that ball into the area, but then it goes out of play. Tense moments here for the visitors. Isaac Ndisha asking his teammates, where are you guys? You have to come and collect the ball.
I think it was, I thought it was a deflection by Austin, but again the referee says it's advantage Kahawa Pride. Clearly it wasn't a deflection, sorry. They're coming for the goal kick at Young. Ali Muhammad pressing Austin really closely.
Ali Mohammed.
Yes.
Yeah. Quite a
But again, another foul here. The referee lets it roll, but then it's advantage Embakasi, the league leaders.
Just showing why the league leaders, because they look so watertight.
They look very watertight. Actually shows why they don't concede a lot of goals, Greg, also.
Yeah.
Because they've only allowed 10 goals this season in 16 games. A decent defensive record.
That's a decent defensive record as they bring the ball into the area. Still no sight and goal for all the teams here.
Yes, all teams, every team is trying to settle into the game. Kahawa Pride launch an attack, but it is cut short, and they'll be needed to defend this one.
Sadiki Otieno intercepting that. As it goes out of play, it will be a throw-in for the visitors who bring the ball fast into that area, trying to look for Bubakar Sultan. But then the ball goes out of play. It will be a throw-in for the home side, Kahawa Pride. Jojouma misses that one. And it's now quickly taken by Jeremy Otieno. Sultan. Shadrach. Is being checked by Kiarie, the utility player, who tries to find Jojouma, who completely missed that one. It will be a throw-in to be taken by Jeremy Otieno.
Yes, Jeremy Otieno running high up the pitch. They call them the modern sort of centre-backs or defenders.
Yeah.
They have the ability to defend very well, but also they are required to join the team in attacks.
So it will be a free kick for Embakasi United.
And
James Macharia asking what really happened there.
You can hear the dissatisfaction from the fans. They are trying to understand what had happened here.
And an incident that just happened out of the box. And,
yes, pretty close one.
Ali Mohammed standing, actually it's not Ali Mohammed,
it's
but
Calvin
Indumba.
Calvin Indumba.
Standing over that one. Kiarie. Just trying to imagine what Indumba is going to do. And the center referee, Alphonse Omondi.
Yes, he's going to have a quite interesting afternoon. It's already 10 minutes, but so far we have seen a lot of necessity for him to intervene.
Yeah, and now standing over it is Victor Otieno. He'll try boot that into the area. It's Harrison Oluoch, I beg your pardon. James Macharia with the Tiang together with Jojo Uma standing on the wall. Shadrach tries to bring that ball, but then it goes out of play. It will be a goal kick. 11 minutes goal. What is your summary of the events that have happened just about the last 10 minutes?
So far, all the teams are trying to establish their style of play. They are trying to find their rhythm.
It's Harrison Oluoch, I beg your pardon.
Disparity
James Macharia with the
approach.
Tiang together with
Kahawa
Jojo Uma standing on the wall. It is a corner. Shadrach tries to bring that ball, but then it goes out of play.
I was saying Kahawa focusing. Let's see what comes out of the corner kick first, Greg.
Brought into the area, teed away by Lewis Mwaniki. Brought back into the area, but danger cleared momentarily. Mwaniki and Jojo Uma try to exchange passes now, but then it is cleared by Bush Oluoch for a throw-in. Quite an evenly balanced game, this one, up to this moment. Coaches Lawrence Kim and Haron Nyaka both on their feet.
Yes.
Because this is a tense match.
You were telling me Nyaka played for the legendary AFC Leopard.
And is a former Kenya under-20 international.
Yes.
Has played for AFC Leopards, played for Nakumat. His captain, Green Commandos, is one of the brightest talents to come out of the Coca-Cola tournament in 2016. So he's a man who's been there, but then was hampered by injuries, got a severe knee injury that made him retire at an early age, and was in the same class with the likes of Marcelo. But then it is the turn for Shuma Ounti to try that on, but then Sadiki stands tall and clears that ball, and it now falls into the chest of Jojo Uma.
I like the anticipation from Sadiq. He knew where the danger will be, and he rushed there to cut it and make sure Kahawa Pride remains safe in these 12 minutes of the first half. You're telling me Coach Nyaka will be keeping an eye on that derby tomorrow between
his captain Leopards before, so
yes,
he knows what's at stake as they take that long throw into the area. James Macharia just sees the ball go out of play after Ali Mohammed.
It's Ali Mohammed.
Literally tried to chase that.
Karani here, he had a setback last weekend, but then it doesn't define him.
So he will try to go long for this one. And last weekend he did a lot of that, but then the power in the legs decided to.
He actually had a decent game, but that mistake. He had a very good game, and it is cut short. Sometimes maybe should try to avoid those long balls more and more. Nice piece of defense there.
That is Jojo Uma.
Yes,
getting to the end of that. He's been clattered a good one.
He looks in pain under the scorching sun. The conditions are pretty much extreme of what we saw, extremely opposite. Because last Saturday it was muddy, there was water all over. But today it's a bit dry, scorching sun.
Scorching sun, beautiful weather. And of
but
course,
it's beautiful weather.
It's beautiful weather today. And just tells you, if you want to visit Nairobi, this is the best time to do so.
Is this the best time to visit Nairobi?
Yes.
Why?
You don't want to visit Nairobi when it's too cold. And you can see the Kahawa Pride players, of course, getting a few instructions from the technical bench, Austin and Felix Kamau, as Jojo Uma is being attended to.
Jojo Uma,
a very brilliant
one of the
technical player.
Bright talents in this squad. I was talking about him. Very good. He's able to combine with his teammates, but also he can create a chance out of nowhere by himself.
So watch out for the captain of the day, Lewis Mwaniki. A brilliant, brilliant player.
Yes, amazing player. We can see maybe this break is needed to calm the nerves a bit. But again, you wouldn't say Embakasi were better in rhythm. So it's not like they are going to be disrupted or something.
Playing away from home for 5 consecutive matches is not as easy as people think.
It's not
because,
easy.
The resources and of course the time of studying the opponent. When you're at your home turf already, you have an advantage because of the fans.
Yes.
And that's not the case as Sadiki boot the ball into that danger area looking for Lewis Mwaniki. And now Jojo Uma tries to bring that home. It is a goal!
1-0.
1-0. Wow.
What a goal. And the crowd responds.
A good goal there. In the 16th minute of the game, and it's that man again, Felix Kamau. He's always there when you need him.
Always there, perfect timing, great movement, and this is the reward.
Credit to that long ball by Sadiki Otieno. Fell into the path of Jojo Uma, who tried something with his left foot, completely miscued by Fahad, then kindly fell onto the head of Felix Kamau, who scores his second in this goal this month. So Felix Kamau gives Kahawa Pride the lead.
You can say there was a bit of luck, but then you have to be there for that luck to find you, Greg. Kudos to the young man, and Kahawa Pride will be very happy with how they've started this game so far. 1-0 up with a quarter of an hour played. Be very interesting to see how the league leaders will respond to this one.
So the league leaders behind after 15 minutes of play.
It doesn't happen quite often.
Doesn't happen quite often. And it's time for them to respond. Felix Kamau nodding home the opener. They bring the ball into that area. But it is cleared well and very, very much so. Kiarie tries to look for Jojo Uma. Lewis Mwaniki, Jojo Uma. But then the ball goes out of play. Just completely mishit.
You have to admire
Jojo Uma.
His bravery, his courage, how he wants to play with his teammates. Yeah, sometimes you can make a mistake, but then this is what the coach wants to see from his players.
Austin. Crowded there. And the ball is brought into that area. James Masharia stands tall. Sultan completely miscued. And now Marvin Okech trying to bring the ball out of that area. And it's completely mishit by Okumbo Shadrach. It will be going out of play as we witness that goal. Look at that long ball down that area.
That was a long goal.
But then
wow.
the anticipation by Jojo Uma. Fahad trying to clear the ball, but then it just brushed off his shin onto Felix Kamau's path, and to make it 1-0. Austin on the ground must have felt something following that challenge earlier on, as the players and the medical staff surround Austin, who's always been a man to watch in these games.
Greg, what color is this, the jersey for Embakasi? You say men are colorblind. So fair enough. That's kind of do you think this is?
If I got it right, I think it's blue with red stripes.
Nowadays there are variations of blue. You'd find someone saying sea blue, sky blue, and things like that. Maybe people in the comment section or in the chat can help us identify the color.
Yeah, but for Kahawa Pride, obviously it's the red and green.
Yes, it's red and green. There are stripes of white. But Austin will be fine. And it will be...
Yeah, as we await for the medical team to check on Austin, is already up, and it will be advantage. Kahawa Pride, Miguel Karani to take that. He opts to go long. Brought down that right-hand side, looking for Felix Kamau. The ball has been intercepted. It goes out of play. It will be a throw-in.
Wow. Interesting scenes.
Gideon Etiang trying to look for Ezekiel Dugu. The ball goes out of play. Advantage Kahawa Pride.
So far, after that first goal by Felix Kamau, the game has calmed down. It has cooled down a little bit, Greg.
And I believe Kahawa Pride will be doing this on and on and on again, because they are running down the clock. They have the advantage. They have the clean sheet and a goal.
Yes, they'll be trying to recycle possession, establish that dominance through the ball, by the ball, or with the ball.
Gideon Etiang takes that long throw into that area, trying to look for Ezekiel Dugu. Now Lewis Mwaniki brings the ball back to Sadiki Otieno, who brings the ball back into that area, but then it is intercepted by Abubakar Sultan. Now the ball is in that area, and Pendo Lumuntu try to put the ball down there, trying to look for Ali Mohammed, who's been very industrious this first half. Austin nice control, looking for Kiaria. Now Jojo Uma takes over.
If you're watching, you'll be smiling, watching Austin doing his thing.
Jojo Uma brings the ball into that area. Felix Kamau trying to get at the end of it, but it goes out of play for a throw-in. A good movement there. Started with Austin Ochieng, and now Felix Kamau and Gideon Etiang exchanging passes there. And now it's time for Marvin Okech. Marvin Okech brings it back to Kiarie. The bumpy pitch doesn't allow him to do what he wanted to do. The ball is almost intercepted, and he wins a free kick for that matter.
He was lucky there to keep that ball because he was being surrounded by two Embakasi players. It was a tussle, physical tussle, but then he emerges as the winner, and they'll take their time to take this free kick. Austin on the ball. He's having one of the best games of his life.
Yeah, so far a very good 20 minutes this first half. And we're looking at Austin Ochieng trying to lift the ball, literally lifts it into that area.
That was a good technique, by the way.
If he found out, if it fell in the path of, let's say, Dugu or Felix or Kamau, then it might have been a different story. But then it is a goal kick that quickly started there by the Embakasi United team.
They have been very consistent with those ball over the top. You remember the first goal came out of that, and they've been trying to swing in such balls time and time again.
James Masharia clears the danger. Jojo Uma. He's been told, play on. As the ball is brought into that area, Sadiki stands out tall, clears the danger momentarily. Embakasi United still having possession, but then Mwaniki takes over, and he's been pulled back. That will be the first booking of the day.
Yes, very unnecessary. He wasn't going to get that ball. Should have just let he played on.
It is Bush Oluoch who goes into the book.
Very unnecessary from Bush.
So first booking of the day after 22 minutes, Bush Oluoch, the player, cautioned.
You think, because he's a fullback, you think maybe Austin will be making that flank his regular pathway?
Marvin Okech tries to bring the ball into that area, but then easily gathered by Fahad.
Bush with a yellow card there. And he'll have to be very careful, especially with Mwaniki, another player with a quick foot, and can easily. They have a break here, Greg, but then it is well handled.
It is a goal kick for Kahawa Pride.
Mwaniki, another again standout action there from Mwaniki, from Sadiki. Sorry, just trying to organize that defense, being that voice, ensuring this communication throughout, but then clearing all the long balls, the high balls, intercepting and just doing a proper job at the back.
Sadiki Otieno brings the ball into that. That's a wild kick by Sadiki Otieno.
And he's been trying them quite often, Sadiq.
Yeah, Gideon Etiang shields the ball. It is a throw-in for Kahawa Pride, who've been in cruise control of this first opening exchanges. But then it's a throw-in also for the away side, who have the ball right now.
We are already halfway through the first half, and the league leaders are trailing by a goal to Kahawa Pride, who are the better team so far.
Maybe taking advantage of this ground here. It's bigger than what we are used to, what they are used to, sorry.
Yeah, at the
Nyayo Estate grounds.
Yes, slightly bigger. And maybe sometimes you need to, it can take a toll physical on you, running up and down. in a pitch almost twice as big as yours.
It's a free kick for Kahawa Pride. 26 minutes on the clock. Still 1-0 in favor of the home side. Kahawa Pride, a goal scored in the 15th minute of the game by Felix Kamau.
Felix
Can we
Kamau.
call him Inzaghi? Because he is in the right place at the right time.
Always at the right place at the right time.
Jojo Omo trying to shield that one. Lewis Moniki lets it roll. It will be a throw-in for...
I presume you grew up watching Inzaghi.
Hernan Crespo, Inzaghi, Raul Gonzalez, some of the big names that made our early 2000s.
My generation comes from the Karim Benzema's, Lewandowski's.
Yeah, so Felix Kamau reminds me of the likes of people. Inzaghi.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
What a player.
What a player. You know, this is the World Cup here, but no Italy at the World Cup.
Yeah, we're seeing...
a petition was signed that Iran
Italy
should be faced by diabolical
If you are a
stuff.
player, Greg, will you have taken that opportunity?
No.
Will you have felt proud?
I believe that you have to rightfully earn your position anywhere. That's why even Kahawa Pride, if they want to play in the Premiership, they can do that. But they've decided, let's start it from the basic, rising up to the Kenya Premier League. So, good stuff.
Step by step,
Step
no
by
shortcuts.
Step, no shortcuts, and it makes you a brand that everyone will respect. So a free kick for the away side, brought into that area by Victor Tieno, cleared by Sadiki. Lewis Moniki trying to be...
Oh, dangerous games at the edge of the box there. He needs to be very careful.
The ball is brought into that area, almost catching Miguel Carani off guard.
Moniki has to be careful. He was trying, I think.
Yeah.
He's saying to be a bit neat with that. Should have just cleared the ball. But then they are very lucky. It ended up in a goal kick. Karani again. He'll be looking to take a long ball into the opponent's half. So far, he's having a decent outing. Spinner, aerial battle between Dogu, between the likes of Jeremy and Charles, fighting for all the aerial balls in between the line, in the half spaces, and all of them have had a quite fair share of victories. But then you'd say Kahawa have the edge because they are leading from a goal that was scored on a similar play. They have a free kick here, and Austin will be taking charge of it. Goes long, but then it's very easy for Fahad.
And it is going to be a free kick for Embakasi United, who are really struggling to find a pass or two successfully. Kiarie intercepts that ball just timely, and Austin just checks on jersey number 13, or Jumbo Shadrack. Kiarie boots the ball, followed up by Masharia.
Oh, that's a good
Dugu
sequence.
plays well to find Lewis Mwaniki, who will try find Felix Kamau on the right side. Felix Kamau, nice control, checks over, comes into that area. Felix Kamau trying one with the left foot, doesn't go really well, and now it's a chance for the away side to launch an attack. Quickly altered there, and Marvin Okech will be taking that and brings the ball back home to James Masharia. James Masharia decides, no, safety, fast.
It was a very good piece of play. Started by Kiari and Ouma. Very good combinations. Sadiki stepped in, took a long ball into the midfield, and Moniki, very good exchanges out wide to Kamau, but then it didn't end up with a solid, tangible result. But
and it is a change for Embakasi United. Jersey number 6, Charles Zakaria has come on, and we'll be confirming in a few who's gone out. But Charles Zakaria is the player that has been brought in. Maybe a tactical change.
Was that a tactical change or an injury? Because if it's a tactical change, then that's very weird.
Must be a tactical change, because They are really trying to get grip of midfield. Miguel Karani finds Felix Kamau on the right side.
Greg, if you are a player inside that pitch and you see a tactical change within 30 minutes of the game, does it send a message that maybe there's some panic in the technical bench, or what would you make of it?
They were trying to rise there. Yeah, I believe it. Sometimes things just don't work out. You can actually try and change the system because you might have other plans, but then the opponent outsmarts you, so you have to react to that. So no really panic in that, but then just trying to get grip of midfield because Marvin Okech is doing well in midfield together with Luis Mwaniki, and of course we are talking about Austin Ochieng. So good tidings there, and as we witness a free kick there down the right hand side, on the left side for Embakasi United, and as we said, it is all about reading the moment, and Coach Haron Nyaka might have read the moments and say, like, I'm not getting grip of midfield, I need another an extra midfielder to try and hold on play.
Yes, Mwaniki alongside Austin, actually Austin to be specific, is popping out in positions where you don't expect, and I'm sure it's very hard for Embakasi to contain him. When you think you have him, he pops up in a different pocket.
Throwing for the away side, trying something long, but then Kiarie gets hold of that and wins a free kick. 32 minutes on the clock, still 1-0 in favor of Kahawa Pride. Ali Mohammed and has been replaced by Harrington Oluoch. We'll be confirming that in a bit, but the first change for the away side.
It came very hard, early, but then Coach Nyaka might be trying to regain control of that midfield and pretty much the entire game, because it hasn't gone his way as he would have wanted.
The ball goes way. It will be a throw in just about. The ball was deflected by Rashul Watch. It will be a throw in for Kahawa Pride.
Mahiga view, you can see that apartment there. If you were living in that apartment, you'd be having a fantastic view of the game.
Anytime you want to witness entertainment or get entertainment, you are entertained right from your doorstep.
Especially
and the balcony.
The balcony, the rooftop. I'm sure there are faces there already watching this game.
So that's been brought into that area, but then cleared nicely by the away side. Miguel Karani will be trying to get grip of that, bring the ball into the area, and
oh, that is a mistake from Karani. They'll be hoping the referee rescues them, but that was a howler. 1-1.
So it is a goal for Embakasi United, another howler from the home keeper.
He looks like he's in pain. We don't know what really transpired. We'll be relying on the replays here to see what actually happened. But I don't think it was a foul.
He might have just misjudged.
I think he was a bit slow to react.
Yeah, sometimes you say safety first.
Yes, and then you sort other things later, but then it has costed them a goal. Let's see.
Just trying to see what really transpired there, but it's a goal for the league leader. It's 1-1 after 32 minutes of play. Miguel Karani in an inconsolable state.
That will be very hard. If at all the goal stands, it will be very hard for him. Back-to-back setbacks. It can take a toll on anyone, let alone Karani. It was a game they were in control of.
Yeah, what defines good teams is the moments you take, especially the mistakes. And look at that, Miguel Karani trying to bring the ball into the area so that he can get hold of that, and then completely misses that one. Yeah, no foul.
No foul.
Yeah.
He tried, I think he was quite slow. He should have cleared that ball on the first contact.
So little danger, but a goal that equalizes and makes matters equal here at the Mahiga Primary. It's 1-1. Miguel Coran is still on the ground.
You can see Masharia, that sad look on his face. He can't believe it.
Look at that again.
Yes.
I feel he should have just maybe cleared the ball out of play and urged his team to recoup.
Yes, it was a very cheap goal to give away, especially against such an opponent. And Austin took advantage of it. He took advantage of it and levels the score. Austin there.
Austin Ounti. And a
very sad.
Yeah, twice in a row he's conceded in not such a good manner.
He's back. You can see there are signs for him to continue, but then he'll need to regain and recollect himself.
Sometimes when you feel that you are not in a safe one, please. No, I don't think there was contact on him.
I don't think there was contact.
Yeah.
I think the ball bounces. He wanted...
Completely, the dimensions didn't allow him to.
Yes, I think the ball bounces off his palm before he could take full control of that ball. And Austin pounced on it. He would struggle to find a better gift.
Giveaway?
Yes. He'll struggle to find a better giveaway.
But then you just look at it, it's like the boy will need to put his head up and chin up and probably do something spectacular. He's a brilliant keeper, by the way. To be honest, he's a very brilliant keeper. And I like what the likes of Masharia, Marvin Okech, Etiang, Sadiki are all going towards that end to try and console him and tell him, no, we still have a game to play. We've just done a few minutes of the first half, and I know Austin is a very experienced striker, had to just bury that one. And you see, that's what defines good players. Like, you have to make sure that you follow to the last ball.
The fans are having their time. They're enjoying. Pretty sure, I'm not sure if they're watching the game, though. You can see Karan is back up. He looks disgruntled. He looks like he couldn't believe what happened, but the game resumes. Kahawa Pride 1, Embakasi United 1, and they'll be taking that to the halftime. Austin, perfect first touch. They are crowding him. Body feints, passes it.
Good play there by Kiarie, trying to look for Jojo Uma. They should just try and settle
Austin
down.
Again, wow. He manages to find those little pockets of spaces with ease. Good composure. These are the type of players who we don't see more often in this we call modern football. Players who are aesthetically pleasing but also can cause an impact. More often you find players who are very direct, very physical.
It's a free kick for Kahawa Pride for Embakasi United.
If the game ends like this, they'll still hold their lead at the top of the table with 36 points. But then they'll be hoping. Actually, they'll be level on points on matches played. Sorry, against with Westlife. So they'll still hold on their lead at the top of the table. But again, if they go for a win, it gives them match peace.
So it is 1-1, 40 minutes on the clock, 5+ added time left in this first half. If you're joining us, we are live from Mahiga Primary. It's 1-1, Kahawa Pride taking on Embakasi United, who have a free kick right now down the left-hand side. And this will be taken by, I think it is...
that is Kelvin Indumba.
Kelvin Indumba will try swing that with his right boot.
We have 5 minutes remaining in the first half, but I'm sure the referee Alfonso Monde will be adding quite a few.
Indumba tries to bring that ball into that area, but then The referee seems to have noticed something.
Is that another card?
Area.
Another card, the second booking of the day.
And the man who's received that working is Gideon Etiang.
Gideon Etiang. I'll be keen to see what happened, really.
So Miguel Karani will try bring the ball out of that area, try to pick someone in midfield. Sent the ball into that area, cleared by that defense. James Macharia completely miscues that one. Austin again with the ball, tries to bring the ball into the area, but easily gathered by Miguel Karani, who quickly restarts play. Dugu, a good flick on the ball, was trying to locate Jojo Uma, but he wasn't anywhere close to that area. But the referee says it's a corner kick, so it is the first of the game for Kahawa Pride after 41 minutes of play.
Greg, it's quite eventful. I can see Coach Lawrence, Coach Kim is very calm. Even though his team conceded a goal through a very avoidable mistake, he's still very calm because he knows there's still another half to play. There are still a couple of minutes to play for. And there's no need to panic because they have been playing very well so far. And they have another opportunity to add the second and restore their lead. It's going to be an in-swinger. The referee having a chat here with Kiaria, but everything is all set now.
Austin brings the ball into that area. Sadiq tried to bring that in, but then James Macharia is adjudged to have fouled an Embakasi United player.
Yes, I think he nicked him when he was taking his flight there. Fahad, very confident on the ball. Plays with Pendo, by the way, who was the man of the match in their game last weekend. Their narrow win against Mentors FC had a brilliant performance. Pendo is quite it's a coastal name. It's a coastal name. Whether in Kenya, along the lines of the Mijikenda community, or maybe Tanzania, in the areas of Tanga, that's where we find names like Pendo. It means love.
Pendo, of course. We are seeing him do great things here as Jojo Uma flicks that ball into that area. Lewis Mwaniki has been quite quiet this half. Doesn't get hold of it as it goes straight to Fahad's hands. And he will try also pass the ball, finds Bush Oluoch. Pendo Lumuntu. He completely miscues the ball and it goes out of play. So much happening down that touchline. Felix Kamau with the opener in the 15th minute. Austin scoring the leveler a few minutes later.
We have 2 minutes to play in the first half. Still 1-1.
As Fahad grabs that ball, starts a long one. As Sadiq stands tall to clear the ball. And it will be a throw-in for Kahawa Pride. I tell you, musical chairs everywhere.
Yes, and it's a great turnout, to be honest.
A Saturday afternoon.
Games hit hard when the weather is very favorable.
Yeah, and I like the kind of officiating you're witnessing today.
The referee
is key to detail. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mr. Alphonse, very keen to detail.
So it will be a throw-in for. It is a free kick, rather, for Kahawa Pride. Jojo Uma and Gideon Etiang standing over that one. The bench
is going wild. He's going wild. You can see fans there having a smile, having a chat. Probably they are discussing, talking about the game. You can see Alphonse and Enoch, the assistant referee, Enoch Odoyo, having a chat there. And I'm sure they've come to a conclusion.
And some of the fans watching live on YouTube as Jojo Uma to try dig that from that grassy
It's a combination
area.
of different set of fans here, Greg. You can see a Barcelona fan, Kenya rugby fan there.
Yeah, and all you can urge them is to buy the JerseyBird jerseys.
Yes, you can have your unique red
green
JerseyBird print here, so that you will be celebrating the team.
Quick throw there by the visitors.
That's a good battle. But then the referees awards, they cannot believe it actually. Austin, the score of the level, I cannot believe it has gone against
Actually,
him.
he was tagging Sadiqi's shot.
Yes.
That's true. So the referee says it's free kick for Kahawa Pride. Into the 46th minute of the game. We're just waiting to see how many will be added on by the referee as the ball is brought into the area. Tall defenders there, and Jojo Uma to try one. And just about lands into the safe hands of Fahad.
He tried a volley with his left foot, if I'm not wrong. It looked like he took a deflection, but then it didn't trouble Fahad.
Really
It's
wanted
a good
that half
attempt.
volley. Yeah.
Yes. I'd have loved if he scored that late goal to the first half to restore their lead.
And it is a free kick.
They are going long. Victor Otieno.
Victor Otieno to take that one.
They're trying to sort of kill the minutes here. Because like I said, I don't think the coach will be very happy with the performance of the first half. I'm talking about Embakasi United. So he will be needing to have that halftime pep talk, try to understand what went wrong, how comes maybe they're not executing what they had trained, or where they can improve. But then the same will be happening in the Kahawa Pride dressing room. So we should be very excited for the second half, as it will be very entertaining.
Point is taken into that area, completely miscued there by Austin. So it will be, I think it is a foul throw. Gideon Etiang tries to pick Dugu. He's been pushed. Free kick, Kahawa Pride. We are deep into added time in the first half.
Yes, already 2 minutes gone, clocking the third one. But then Kahawa will have an opportunity just before the break. Let's see if they can make something out of it. Is this scary? Going long and very easy for Fahad. Now it's Embakasi's turn, but then very sharp, very quick to intercept any danger. And now they have a free kick in the dying minutes of the first half. Kiarie, he wanted to do a quick restart, but then probably he's in no rush. The first half is already done. He played very well. He had a fantastic first half performance. And they'll be looking forward to replicate the same in the last 45.
So it is a throw-in for Kahawa Pride. Kiarie Stephen to take that one. They're just trying to run the clock down. The Embakasi United team, they know a 1-1 result towards the end of the first half will be very favorable for them coming into the second half. But as we say, it is halftime here at the Mahiga Primary. Kahawa Pride taking the early lead in the 15th minute, but then a hauler from Miguel Karani allowing the away team back into the game. But then it ends 1-1 at halftime. Kahawa Pride 1, Embakasi United 1, a game that has had two tales. One brilliant goal by Felix Kamau and Austin equalizing, and all the players running to Miguel Karani. I know they really need to talk to him because a huge second half is coming, and it is what we expect, but it is halftime. Felix Kamau with a goal in the 15th minute, but as we go to the break, it is Kahawa Pride 1, Embakasi United 1.
Very incompetent. Official game is kuchezwa. Look for another team. Yeah, I'm available. Yeah, come to Embakasi United. Pick up. Bado. Masika amejengwa. Hapa sita kuna injury. Lakini timu nayo inabebwa. Ipo kwa namba 10. Ameenda.
Don't miss a thing from Lions Den Kahawa Pride FC. Join our official Discord server for exclusive updates, behind the scenes, and a closer connection to the club. Scan this QR code and get inside now.
Is your club looking for new kits and apparel? Visit JerseyBird.com and tap Start a Project to be paired with a JerseyBird designer. Tell us you came from this Road to the KPL series and you will receive 10% off your entire order, 10% donated directly to the club, and a mention in our next video. We've manufactured for thousands of teams across all major sports. Start a project today and we will create some awesome custom gear for your organization. Welcome to the JerseyBird YouTube channel. This is everything about our company in less than 90 seconds. My name is Hayes Knupp, and I founded JerseyBird in 2019 while attending the University of Tennessee. We are on a mission to become the #1 sportswear brand in the world. After 3 quiet years of primarily basketball-focused work, an unexpected signing in 2023 with the Philippines national football team put us on the map and forever changed our company's trajectory. Since then, we focused on building the most streamlined way for clubs around the world to get fully custom kits, regardless of their size or skill level. Today, our team consists of 14 members across 10 different countries, including Tom McCleve, our head of short-form content. We've partnered with professional clubs around the world, from Al Qabila in Dubai to Walton and Hersham in London, but also work with dozens of youth and recreational programs like the Dutch Soccer School in Maryland, Premier Academy in Vancouver, and many, many more. And while our focus is on football, we manufacture for all major sports with many high-level projects across basketball, hockey, rugby, baseball, and others. To work with us, just tap Start a Project on our homepage, complete our 5-minute form, and you'll be paired with a JerseyBird designer. Whether you've been watching since 2019 or this is the first JerseyBird video you've seen, we appreciate all the support and we look forward to working with your team next season. The Kahawa Pride Discord channel is the place to be for everything about our club behind the scenes. Breaking news, live Q&As with myself and club staff members, voting on club decisions, and more are all in the channel. If you want to join, the link is in the description. I'll see you in there.
Kahawa Pride is hosting Embakasi United, a very, very, very tense match this first half, and of course witnessing goals from both ends. Felix Kamau scoring the goal for Kahawa Pride, stooping to head home in the first half in the 15th minute of the game to give the home side the lead, but then a hola from Miguel Karani allowing Austin to call that home and make it 1-1. Quite an eventful first half, Joseph, and you must be asking yourself some questions. 2 in a row, Miguel Karani not settling in his area well.
Yes, and it's sometimes you feel some type of way for him because it's not easy for anyone, even for the world-class goalkeepers, let alone Karani, for you to suffer back-to-back mistakes that cost the team. You saw last week against Westlife, this afternoon again, in a situation where he was in control of it. He could have cleared it anywhere. He could have gone for a corner, for a long clearance, or even a throw-in, but then he decided, maybe he thought he had a chance, he had time, but then he didn't have enough contact to control that ball, and oh my, what a mistake in a game where you have the momentum on your side.
And just talking about the goalkeeping era, these are things that are normal even in professional football. And looking at the way Miguel Karani has picked up himself after that howler, and of course made a couple of saves, and of course interventions, talking, and of course urging his team to push forward. But then the reaction from his teammates is something admirable.
Yes, I saw Sadiki went there. He was trying to comfort him. I think Kiari also was there. Literally, the entire team was trying to go and be very warm with him and tell him these things can happen. It doesn't define us. Even the technical bench was very calm because they know we still have a couple of minutes to the first half, but then we have another set of 45 minutes where we can redeem ourselves. So don't let this moment define the entire game.
Yeah, talking about the moments in the game has been so cagey, so much of action happening in the center area, and too many fouls being committed. Does it mean that can we say that Coach Kim and Coach Nyaha almost playing the similar kind of football?
Not entirely the same similar kind of football, but they have the same amount of bodies in that particular area. So it becomes very easy because you can see Nyaha has clearly is slightly direct. He wants to have as minimal touches as possible. He wants to get to the area as fast as possible. But then for Coach Kim, he doesn't have an issue to hit it around. He doesn't have an issue to play with the ball, to have more possession, to be more patient with the ball. But then because they have the same amount of players, unless Austin maybe tries to be clever with the movements, pops up in a particular area to give them advantage numerically, then you'd find them struggling, and most of the duels, fouls happening at the same place because they have the same number of players.
Talking about Austin, is playing a very deep role today. Could this be a reason as to why we are not seeing so many balls go into that area, to the dangerous area, and let's say finding the likes of Dugu?
Yeah, and I thought it was very interesting because you see him dropping very deep to try and collect and play the team, push the team high up the pitch. But then you could see his link up with, was it the one that...
Lewis Moniki.
Moniki.
Yes.
You could see his
Felix
combinations.
Kamau.
You could see with Felix Kamau, even with the centre back, that long ball. That went to him, and then he tried to cross it back before the ricochet was pounced by Felix. He's trying to connect the team. He's trying to make, and I'm happy because last week they were throwing in so many high balls into the to try and find Dogu. But this afternoon they are playing. They are trying to open the opponent, the opposition up. They're trying to be very patient, and he is at the center of it.
And you must agree that over the last 4 matches, we've seen a more improved Kahawa Pride side, in like they're not completely suppressed by the opponent. They're a team that can play the ball. They don't fear the opponent. Could this be a factor, regardless of the result, as to making Kahawa Pride a very solid side, in that right now they're playing like a team with purpose?
Yes, and it's thanks to Coach Kim, because maybe sometimes as a coach you need to tell the players that it's not all about the 3 points. It's not all about the 90 minutes. It's about our character. It's about our resilience. What are we going to show our fans? We're going to show them that we have been training. We have a team that believes in themselves. We have a team that knows what they want to do and have a clear identity. This is thanks to the coach and the entire technical bench. You can see that confidence. You can see on how sometimes they try to build up from the back. Oh, the passes, sometimes they're very risky, but they're willing to do them consistently.
And of course, one thing we also witnessed was the use of long ball. Seems not to be working for Kahawa Pride, in that the numbers at the back for Embakasi United, Bush, Isaac, Jeremy, Victor, tall figures. The long balls and of course the high balls ain't working for the likes of Jojo Uma on the left side, the likes of Moniki, Felix Kamau, in that if they put the ball on the ground, try pass around, it becomes easier for them than the booting of the ball that we've witnessed so far, because the defenders are also winning most of them.
Yes, just like last week, it's not necessarily working, and every time they've tried to play with patience, to play with these combinations, it has been successful for them. And not only in the attacking half, also in their own box. Every time they try to go for the long ball, you can see it's being intercepted in the middle of the pitch, and quickly the counter-attack is launched. Even the first goal, even a couple of mistakes that resulted into chances for Embakasi came as a result of trying to kick it long from the goal kick. So they have very good technical players, the likes of Kiarie, the likes of Austin. So they should do what has been working for them. I think that's a huge factor.
And I think if if you're the coach, looking at the frequent mistakes being done, individual mistakes that have cost the team crucial points, what would you tell your players? And let's say you're having that pep talk at halftime, what would you tell them? Like, what are they supposed to do? Because they're playing well, they get the chances, but then individual mistakes, we witnessed that in Siokima, we witnessed that against Kamongo last weekend, we witnessed against Westlife United, and today the mistake that happened in that defense line. So what could be your thoughts on what you feel about how they should conduct themselves in the pitch and the moments also?
I think I will reiterate the first 30 minutes. I'll tell them, do you remember how good were you in that 20-30 minute spell? Do you remember the confidence that you guys showed, the bravery, how comfortable you are with the ball, where you knew the movements of your opponents, you knew how to make the right decisions, and that is what you should replicate for the entirety of the game.
Are you expecting this to be the result, or
no,
you believe there's someone who's gonna
I think
drop their shoulders at the end of the day?
We'll have a couple of goals, maybe 3. I'm not sure which way it will swing, but again, at least 3 goals.
At least 3 goals is what Joseph says, but we say that 45 minutes coming up, crucial minutes for this game to happen. Kahawa Pride need that to win. Embakasi need that to win. And of course, this is a game that should have happened around 2 months ago at the committee grounds, but the weather decided, no, it's not going to be played today. But right now, it's time for us to witness a crucial 45 minutes. Kahawa Pride versus Embakasi United. Coming up next, right here.
Don't miss a thing from Lions Den Kahawa Pride FC. Join our official Discord server for exclusive updates, behind the scenes, and a closer connection to the club. Scan this QR code and get inside now.
Is your club looking for new kits and apparel? Visit JerseyBird.com and tap Start a Project to be paired with a JerseyBird designer. Tell us you came from this Road to the KPL series and you will receive 10% off your entire order, 10% donated directly to the club, and a mention in our next video. We've manufactured for thousands of teams across all major sports. Start a project today and we will create some awesome custom gear for your organization. Welcome to the JerseyBird YouTube channel. This is everything about our company in less than 90 seconds. My name is Hayes Knupp, and I founded JerseyBird in 2019 while attending the University of Tennessee. We are on a mission to become the #1 sportswear brand in the world. After 3 quiet years of primarily basketball-focused work, an unexpected signing in 2023 with the Philippines national football team put us on the map and forever changed our company's trajectory. Since then, we focused on building the most streamlined way for clubs around the world to get fully custom kits, regardless of their size or skill level. Today, our team consists of 14 members across 10 different countries, including Tom McCleve, our head of short-form content. We've partnered with professional clubs around the world, from Al Qabila in Dubai, but also work with dozens of youth and recreational programs like the Dutch Soccer School.
It stands, and the away side with the first attack of the second half that just goes out of play. It will be the first goal kick of the game, and expectations are high, Joseph. And just as you look at it, what will be your expectations coming into the last 45 minutes plus added time?
My expectations is that, of course, Embakasi have to attack more. There's so much at stake for them. They need to keep getting those points if they are to continue leading this table. But also for Kahawa, if they have dreams of promotion, they have to come out attacking. And going by the fact that they were sort of slightly better in the first half, it will give them more confidence to push forward and get a goal.
And it is a free kick for Embakasi United, the Harold Nyaka coached team. They'll take their sweet time because they know a point is better than nothing. Victor Tieno standing tall over this one. He wants to go long just outside the center circle. Lifts the ball in search of the goal scorer, Austin. It's cleared. Felix Kamau tries to keep the ball in play. Rightfully does so. And Gideon Etiang tries to clear the lines. And Austin takes the ball. Lewis Moniki turns beautifully, looks for Felix Kamau, and Austin trying that exchange there, but thwarted by the opponents. And now the ball will go way back to that area where Miguel Karani will be picking the ball.
It was a bit too much, you can say. But those are nice exchanges there between Etiang and Kamau. I love it. Such an entertaining duo.
James Masharia jumps high, stoops high to try and calm that move as Embakasi United try to create something. Marvin Okech comes the danger. Ezekiel Dugu completely crowded there as the ball is brought back into that midfield area. Embakasi United using the height advantage to try to mend the home side. Gideon Etiang decides to put the ball out of play for a throw-in. Pressure on Kahawa Pride these early stages.
Greg, during the mid-break analysis, you were saying Austin is playing from deep, very unusual. You can see him literally at the edge of the box. He's the one trying to start those attacks, and maybe the coach saw something unique that we have not seen so far in competitive matches, but at least in the first half we saw flashes of it.
Austin again and Felix Kamau getting involved in these early stages. Sadiki Otieno trying so much to get the ball out of that area, and it is a turnover as they try to create a chance from that turnover. Kahawa Pride, Ezekiel Dugu doesn't get to the end of that, but then it's cleared out of play for a throw-in to be taken by Gideon Etiang. 49 minutes gone into this second half, still 1-1 near. Lewis Mwaniki, Felix Kamau.
What a touch.
Trying to find Dugu, but then easily read by Victor Otieno.
Yes.
James Masharia decided to go back to his keeper, Miguel Karani.
And at this time, it doesn't take any chances. Goes long to try and find Ouma. Good combination, but then they lose out the ball to Levi Sodur. And they'll be required to defend now, but then thanks to Masharia, the ball is out and they can breathe.
It's a throw-in for Kahawa Pride. And the fans watching anxiously, they need to be lifted. But it is Busho Luoch with the throw-in, tries to bring it down there. Still danger. Austin, the goal scorer. A powerful player he is. Tries to have a trickery or two, but then the link-up play doesn't work. And it will be a free kick for Kahawa Pride.
Greg, the weather gets even more generous. If you are here at Mahiga Primary, you will be enjoying every moment of it. It's not very sunny, it's not scorchy anymore.
Yeah, the temperature's dropping a little bit as we got into, it is 4:24 p.m. or it is 2:24 p.m. in London. So those watching from London, of course Kenya, know that this time around the temperatures have dropped a little bit.
By this time tomorrow we'll also love
the London Marathon. I know you'll be doing that.
You'll be doing London Marathon.
Austin tried to link up with Marvin Okech, but the ball hit the referee, so it's going to be recalled and it will be advantage Kahawa Pride. The referee signals advantage, and Marvin Okech with the ball was trying to link up with Lewis Mwaniki, but unsuccessfully, and Austin picks the pieces. Tries to roll that ball that is easily read by Sadiki Otieno as it goes out of play for a throw-in.
Sadiki, very sharp, very good at anticipating. He will sniff a dangerous moment from a mile away. And you can see why he is the leader in that defense. What a player. But now, Jeremy Otieno will be taking charge of that throw-in. Tries to go long, but then Austin clears the ball for another throw-in. The guys on the drums are still enjoying. They are having a very good moment. And someone there on a white t-shirt is documenting everything for memories.
Yeah, as the drums set the place ablaze, the ball is thrown into the area. It is easily gathered by Miguel Karani, who's had his own tense moments trying to look for that quick restart of the game, but then he doesn't have that chance because the referee says the ball had gone out of play for a goal kick. So 52 minutes gone, 1-1 here at the Mahiga Primary. Each team so looking for that goal that will put them into the lead.
Yes, looking for a goal that will put them into the lead. But then it's been a back and forth. In the first half we saw a pretty settled proceedings, but this time round everyone, maybe the nerves have kicked in. Everyone is trying to see if they can sneak in a goal. but then they have to realize that composure can play a huge factor. Here comes Kahawa Pride. They're trying to go via the right flank, but then the door is shut. Good touch from Kelvin Idumba. They're now away, but then Sadiq clears everything to safety. That should have been a foul, maybe. Austin will say so. But then the referee, as expected, awards a foul in favor of Austin. It was a tussle between him and Jeremy. But now Kahawa will have another opportunity to take this ball into the opponent's half. You can see former FC Leopard player there, Nyaha.
Yeah, Nyaka, one of the brightest midfielders. As their away side try build something, and it's advantage Embakasi United, who are very tall figures in that area. I doubt if the long ball's gonna beat them.
Tall characters from Levis, very tall gentleman, and it gives them an advantage during these aerial balls. You can see during the corners, you can see when Kahawa are attacking, they are very good at intercepting those aerial balls.
Brought into that area, Dugu trying to get at the end of that one. Easily read there by Lewis Mwaniki, but he's just touched that ball quite in a manner that couldn't get hold of it. The ball goes back into that defensive area. Another long ball down the right hand side. Austin picking the ball, but then easily read by James Mashari. It is a corner kick it is a throw-in rather for Embakasi United.
Yes, it is another opportunity. They are going for the long throw-in.
Yeah, they know they have got that height advantage in there.
Jeremy Otieno tries.
It will be a corner kick. Kiarie just swooping to head that away towards danger.
He's trying to find Ali Muhammadi. Very tall figure also.
But well read there by Kiarie.
Yes.
Who can also play at centre back.
He's a versatile defender. Now they'll be coming for a corner. Charles takes a good out swinger, but
then it's still danger, but then that ball must be at Jacaranda Estate.
It would have been a good conversion if we were playing another sport, not football.
So a substitution, Ezekiel Dugu steps out and in comes Moses Bwire.
Moses Bwire, can see also Embakasi have made a substitution. I think Kelvin Idumba has gone out for Abubakar Sultan, if I'm not wrong. Both coaches have blinked. Both coaches are making the necessary changes. This shall be a cracker. Moses Bwire there for Ezekiel Dugu, coming to see if they can save Kahawa Pride.
So Moses Bwire coming in to add some pace in that attack for Kahawa Pride. As the ball falls into Gideon Etiang's legs, tries getting the ball into that area, intercepted for a throw-in. And there's the bench, a nervous bench there, the Kahawa Pride bench. The team manager looking anxiously at what to do next. The coaching staff also looking in, the likes of Bradley Makoha.
You can see that's the technical bench, Kahawa Pride.
And there's a player down.
There's a player down. And this is not the sight any coach will want to see. We'll try to find out who that player is.
He must have been cluttered, and a head injury always
It's a
has to be attended to.
Yes.
And it is the young man,
Sultan
Abubakar.
Sultan Abubakar.
And it's a booking for
Yes, for Charles Zakaria.
Charles Zakaria.
He has been booked. So far we have witnessed, I think, 4 bookings.
And it's a double change for the visitors. Levinson Ombuki coming in for Jeremy Otieno, and Abubakar Musa coming in for Abukari Sultan.
So the first sub was taking out a defender. Is he going for all? Is he going all out at Kahawa Pride, because Jeremy was playing at the back?
Mwaniki rolls the ball to Moses Bwire for the first time on the ball. Cuts inside, still with the ball. Bwire brings down, and he's been cluttered. It's a free kick in a promising area. Moses Bwire already showing flashes of brilliance.
It's a very dangerous area, centrally located, not far from the box. Player, right-footed player, can take it very well, but also a left-footed player can hack it also because it's centrally located. Let's see. Ouma. But
Lewis Mwaniki and George
Mwaniki
Ouma,
is there.
who fancies that one.
I think it's going to be Mwaniki for this one.
George Ouma steps away. I think someone is being teed to try this one from a distance.
Looks like he will go all out. It's a good routine, a good trial, but then it hits the wall.
Austin brings the ball. Felix Kamau down the left-hand side. He's being crowded there and has been muscled out of the ball. Austin with Marvin Okech plays well to ensure that he mutes the danger.
Yes, sometimes it's needed. I know it's all about attacking, but then if you slip, you'll find yourself in trouble.
Jeremy Otieno takes that long throw into that area. Kiaria stands tall and heads it away. Throw in again for Embakasi United. 60 minutes and 30 minutes plus added time to go.
Yes, a very long time. They say in football, even 1 minute can be a very long time, let alone 30 plus minutes. Another long throw in from Jeremy. But then the ball is lost, and now Kahawa have the upper hand.
Moses Bwire. Oh,
Very
beautiful
good.
play there. But they say, thou shall not pass.
Thou shall not pass. Yeah, you can see the fans applauding. Yeah, you'd like to watch that, Greg.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful football there by Moses Bwire. And as the temperatures fall, it is Haron Nyaka now with hands behind his back.
He's very calm.
Calculating.
For someone chasing promotion, very calm. You think he's addressing.
And it is a free kick for Kahawa Pride. Another promising position. I think this one, George Ouma will fancy it, as rightfully so. Here he comes.
Coach,
yeah. Haron Nyaka is a very young coach, one of the coaches to watch.
You can pretty much change.
Yeah, even Kim, a very young coach. Young coaches, it's good to see them practice their trade.
Yes. You can say Nyaka can actually change and get in the pitch.
He can actually.
And affect the game.
Why not for that serious knee injury? I bet he could be playing around because he's in the same age group with Marcelo.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sometimes injury can be very mean to these talents.
George Ouma standing over the free kick down the right-hand side to try curl that with his lethal left foot. Brings it into that area, almost getting into the net. Completely miscued by everyone, yes.
And maybe miscommunication from the Embakasi defenders, but also from Kahawa, because there was no one to finish that meal. What a cross.
Push and shove down the right-hand side, and Marvin Okech ensures that that ball goes out of play. It will be a goal kick.
Greg, on my left here in front of me, I can see families. They're coming to enjoy the game. You can see A mother and a kid, they are taking a selfie. There's a very big family with a little kid on a trolley. They're about to come closer to us, and you'd love to see these sights in our football.
Beautiful sights there, and as we can always say, it's good to see everything that is happening. Being a Saturday afternoon, it's family time, and them coming down to support their favorite team makes it even better. There's a man down on the right hand side, but he's up on his feet. That is Victor Otieno, but look at that chance, completely miscued by everyone. If Austin got at the end of it, then it could have been a goal. Abubakar Sultan, cluttered by Etiang, and it is a free kick, a throw in favor of Embakasi United.
Yes, I think it's a free kick in favor of Embakasi. I can see Moniki. I can also see, but then they'll go for the long option here. Abubakar Sultan, very fresh. These are the fresh legs that you want to know. He trips on himself, but then he'll have another chance to take this free kick. It's a two-man wall for Kahawa Pride, but then he has a very good sight on goal, and I'm sure he's going to find his teammate into the box.
James Masharia stands tall with Sadiki to clear that.
Yes, good piece of defending.
Good leap and good piece of defending there.
There are more substitutions, more changes coming in. Embakasi.
It's the fourth change for Embakasi with Shadrach Ojumbo coming in for Zakaria Charles.
Yes, Zakaria Charles. You can see the fans there. Someone is having fun, dancing. Is it the Isukuti?
The Isukuti dance.
Brothers from the western part of the country, or Nyanza, will be very familiar with that type of dance.
Exactly, the likes of Moses Bwire also familiar with the kind of tunes being
Moses Bwire
played here, yeah.
And how about the head coach?
The head coach too. So it is a throw-in for Embakasi United. James Macharia stands tall, tries to calm the pressure. Danger still looming. Gideon Etiang rightfully clears it away. Moses Bwire exchanging passes with Lewis Mwaniki.
Nice
trying to find Felix Amamba. The ball bounces awkwardly and goes the other way, and Gideon Etiang just ensures that it goes out of play for a throw in 65 minutes on the clock.
It was a promising attack from Kahawa. Mwaniki, again, those exchanges that we saw in the first half, we are starting to see them come back again, and it's a positive sign for Coach Kim and his players.
That long throw there, but then still danger into that area, cleared by Marvin Okech. Jojo Uma trying to build something from that end, but then it's a throw-in for Kahawa Pride. He wins that.
There's a handball.
My director tells me it's a handball, so actually it's a throw-in. Yeah, Mwaniki, Kiarie, Ouma, completely mishit there, and Austin. Quite a wrestling match there. It will be a free kick for Embakasi United.
The fans are not having any of that.
And Austin is not happy at all.
Austin has been frustrated.
James Mashari and Austin had some WrestleMania moments here. WrestleMania moments here. But then it is a free kick for Embakasi United. As I said, James Mashari is one of those defenders who will always tell you, thou shall not pass.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thou shall not pass.
Free kick for Embakasi United in the 67th minute of the game. The crowd loving every bit of it. Hans Akimbo.
I think this yellow card. The referee is coming to punish someone from the technical bench.
Gonna be carded.
It was the goalkeeper, as the reserve goalkeeper here. And Coach Nyaka is trying to find out what's going on.
So it's a red card for the goalkeeper.
It's the red card.
It is a red card for the reserve keeper.
Intense scenes here. Very intense scenes here. The fans are not having it.
I think it is decent.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been sent off for
Is it
using,
dissent?
yeah, for dissent.
Yes.
And
it's a foul for
still a
dissent.
case here. The referee is not having any of this.
More cards.
I think he needs to control the game.
We said he had this game under
And
control.
another player has been booked on the bench. And it is a red card also.
It's another red card.
And
People are not having it. They have to be checked very careful because they are chasing promotion, and this can be very detrimental.
And it's escalating quickly as two players have been red carded.
Yes.
So two players from Embakasi United have been sent off. The reserve keeper and an infield player. And I like the way the bench is disciplined, like they know what it means to calm down. The two players have been sent off. Case of indiscipline, and the referee is not having any of this.
They know it can affect their points tally. They know they're at a crucial moment of the season, and you play for a game, work very hard, but then if you're not disciplined, all that goes down the drain.
So it is very, very, very tense at the Embakasi United bench as they take that free kick into that area. Austin jumps high, stoops high to head that home, and it is an effort there that has been calmed and tamed by Miguel Karani. Free kick, Kahawa Pride. Moses Bwire
There's
quickly
more
started
tension.
there. As the ball is brought into that area for a throw-in.
There's more tension now, Greg.
Moses Bwire doesn't control that ball nicely.
More tension here.
And still tense moments on the bench. Embakasi United
Yes. This is what football,
is all about.
a very emotional game.
And I believe they just need to calm down because this is it's just a game of football.
It's just a game of football.
Yeah, and this is a first leg game, by the way.
But you remember, we see such scenes time and time again, but you'd think that people will learn, but then again, it's a very emotional game and everyone will lose control.
You can imagine being red carded while on the bench.
Yes.
That's
Actually, having multiple cards for the bench players, now this is an opportunity for Embakasi. He waits it late and
James
it's cleared.
Macharia clears it into that midfield area. Lewis Mwaniki, he hung on him like a ladder. The ball is brought into that area, cleared again by the tall defenders from Embakasi United. Lewis Mwaniki, that battle is still going on.
Player is down, that's Moniki, but he's up on his feet. And now, in a game that was very calm in the first half, it's taken a twist here and the referee can feel that pressure.
Kiarie brings the ball into that area. Good header there, but then it's on target but easily gathered by Fahad.
Good attempt, more encouraging scenes. I like how intense football can get, to be honest. I love it.
So 72 minutes gone, tense moments here, and still a lot to play for.
Still a lot to play for.
As Sadiki Otieno lines up that one, brings the ball into that area, and Embakasi United win it back. It will be a free kick for them. And we heading into the last 18 minutes plus added time of this game.
Yes, we thought we'd see so many chances created.
Yeah, you promised us goals anyway.
Yes, I still have 20 minutes to have my prophecy come to life. This is a long free kick. The patience is running out on for both sides. Everyone is chasing for a goal here.
Austin brings it in the area, but then cleared by Marvin Okech. Brought again, but then it goes out of play for a goal kick.
It's a goal kick.
Miguel Karani, he wants to take it long again. And just checking on where his teammates are. And brings it down the left-hand side. Cleared again by Embakasi United. I still feel that they can actually start building from the back because the long balls are going way Embakasi United's advantage.
Yes, and we talked about it during the halftime break that sometimes they also need Kahawa need to switch it up a bit, try to be more patient in their build-up, because this direct style of football is being countered very well by their opponents. And if they want to get goals here, they need to be more composed. They need to find each other well. This is a good ball in from Abubakar. Austin will be chasing it, but then this time Karani gets the better of him. Goes out wide, far left, but then it is intercepted. And now Kahawa are on the chase again. A long ball in, but then Karani makes no mistake. Goes long on a volley, trying to find Hudogu, but then it's a back and forth that Abubakar brings it calmly to Karani. And you can see it's taking his time this time round. No pressure, and goes long again. Pendo has been silent this half. Moniki, quick feet, good exchanges there. Kahawa trying to build up, but then Embakasi proved too strong for that attack. Here they come. Austin intercepted very well, but then he still manages to get the ball. Austin clips, and the referee is going to award a free kick at a very dangerous area.
Yeah, and I think Masharia should have just cleared the ball in the first instance. Took a little bit of time on that one, and the slow reaction from him allowed Embakasi United's player to win the ball. And it's a free kick in a very promising area.
Yes, it's a free kick, something that could have been avoided easily, like the first goal. And you see sometimes players get overconfident. They think they can solve these situations, but then it can be costing. This time round, it's just a free kick.
And the goal scorer, Austin, on the deck.
Yes, very hard-working fella. He's been up and down through all the entire game. You can see he's at the top end of the chances, but also he's trying to fight for every ball even before we get to the top end of the chances.
And the crowd also trying to cheer up the home team. All this is happening here at the Mahiga Primary. And look at that.
Yes,
won the ball cleanly.
Yes,
but then
that was a very reckless challenge.
It's a reckless challenge. He was late in that challenge.
It is a very reckless challenge, and sometimes I've seen dangerous punishments given for that.
Yeah. And that calls for tactical discipline, and of course discipline with the ball, in that if you're a defender you have to think about safety first. And that is what we are just.
Football. I can see. Is that Austin on the ball?
No, that is Felix Kamau. It's Austin.
That is Austin. Not really.
It is Victor Otieno.
Abubakar is. I think Abubakar is going to take that one. He has his sight on goal.
Victor Otieno takes the ball.
That was close. That was
whistles
very
down the
close.
the right side of the post.
He manages to get that ball over the wall, but then it doesn't come down quite quicker.
Yeah, didn't take that call.
Yes,
enough.
but that was a good effort.
Yeah, and credit to Miguel Carani, recovered his angles well.
Very well. And that's what you call leadership now and an improvement. Remember, after that hole in the first half, we said he'll need to be very resilient to push through the second half. But so far, so good from him.
Mwaniki. Oh, clattered again.
Now it's
Another
their
free
chance.
kick in a promising area. Just a remnants of what we
Yes.
saw on the other side.
Yes.
Just on the edge of the area, it is a free kick for Kahawa Pride. Just 90 seconds after that was missed by Embakasi United. So free kick for Kahawa Pride in the 78th minute of the game.
Now
George
they
Ouma
have their
fancies this one.
moment.
Yeah.
To do what Embakasi were about to do or have done a couple of seconds ago. It was very close, but now Kahawa have a chance to make it count. With 12 minutes to go, will this be the decider? Let's see. Ouma,
So Mande Chiang standing over this free kick. Will it be an in-swinger or an out-swinger?
is this the favorite fullback duo or flank duo? Because they combine very well. You see them pretty close throughout the game. And there's a three-man wall for Embakasi trying to stop this one. Fahad is trying to organize his
I can
defense.
imagine if they went low.
If they went low. Let's see, good effort, but then it's blocked by the wall.
And the ball goes out of play for a throw-in.
When you
One
watch,
inch.
Greg, when you're watching the game, you think it's very easy to swing a free kick, to call it.
Yeah,
But then when you're doing it practically,
it becomes very technical.
it's not as easy
Yeah.
as it seems. Someone is, the goal scorer Austin is down. Looks like he's in pain.
Must have felt something, Austin.
Yes. The players look tired. Rightfully so. It's a scorching sun.
Yeah.
So the game has been very intense.
So Austin, the goal scorer, down. Austin, the playmaker for Kahawa Pride, having a talk with Moses Bwire. We are into the dying minutes of the game. 10 minutes plus added time remaining here. It's still 1-1. Kahawa Pride 1, Embakasi United 1. And the goal scorer is on his feet right now. I think he'll be able to continue after being attended to by the medical team.
He will be able to continue. He is very important key in this Embakasi United squad. You can see a sigh of relief.
So,
If it ends like this, 36 points on the board for Embakasi United, still top of the table with 17 matches played. But for Kahawa, it will be 22 points and still the same position, number 10. The ball is in play. You can overhear instructions from the technical bench telling their players to keep pushing. Abubakar.
it's going to be a throw-in.
Yes, he's been very active, Abubakar, since he came on.
Yeah, he's been very active and industrious. But Jeremy Otieno to take that long throw.
Yes, he has that power. And they have the aerial advantage in the box. Here comes the ball. Cleared. Karani punches it out to safety.
It will be a corner kick.
Yes.
And
Is it a
Miguel
corner
Karani,
kick or a goal
yeah,
kick?
it's
Oh,
a
a
corner
throw in,
kick.
sorry.
It's a
It's
corner,
a corner
kick.
kick, yes.
Miguel Karani ensuring
Dangerous
that ball.
times to consider goal. They have to be very careful, Kahawa. That's going to be an outswinger. I can see Pendo is trying to take his flight into the box. Slotted it, but then cleared very well. They are still in danger. Try some trick, but then it's well handled And it was Kiaria. Cleared that ball for a throw-in. I think Joseph Otieno will be coming to try and take that long throw-in again. No, it's a corner. This time round it's an in-swinger. Charles Zakaria, if I'm not wrong. Still 1-1.
Lifted into that area, trying to find someone on the back post. But then the ball has been quickly booted away. Austin to have a chance of trying to calm and mute that pressure. Still danger down the right-hand side. Cleared again by Marvin Okech. Ping-pong affair. And right now is the chance of Felix Kamau, who's been clattered, but the referee says play on. It's a throw-in for Embakasi United. And now Kahawa Pride win a free kick. And the referee says it goes the other way. Kiaria is adjudged to have fouled an Embakasi United player.
Yes, I think it was a foul. Not a strong contact, but it was contact nevertheless. There are so many people watching on YouTube. Thank you very much. You can see there a fan giving instructions. Oh, he'd love to be a coach.
As the ball is swung into that area, brought in nicely. Oh, almost
That was
getting
close.
into the back of the net.
That was very close.
Tense moments there for the home crowd and for the team at large. Could have been a very dangerous time to concede a goal. 84 minutes plus added time left. 84 minutes gone, so it is 6 minutes plus added time left in this game.
Yes.
Moses Bwire tries a 1-2, gets it back. And now Felix Kamau, but then easily tempted by Victor Otieno. Now they'll try Harry Matters here. Oh,
Is it a fall throw?
it's a fall throw. Tried
It's a
to
fall
Harry
throw.
Matters here, but then didn't do that well. But there'll be a change, an imminent change.
I think
For-
it's Glenn Gede is preparing to come on. He'll be telling you, oh, it's a dab, it's back-to-back fall throw. And now Kahawa have possession of the ball again. Interesting.
Interesting moments here. And Gideon Etiang will be tasked with the throw-in as
Someone is visibly frustrated. by the officiating.
that is the assistant coach, and there is a
Yes.
substitution. Felix Kamau steps out, and in comes Glenn Ngete just to try get grip of that midfield in the dying stages. As the ball is brought into that area, but nobody to attack it. And Fahad claims it.
Glenn is very tall, by the way.
Yeah.
Glenn is quite tall. One of the few players who are very tall in this Kahawa side, Kahawa Pride side.
So it's a throw in. Gideon Etiang takes it, but then cleared there by Jeremy Otieno. Austin tries to turn. Still tormenting that Kahawa Pride defense, but then the ball was just hit from the outside and it goes out for a goal kick.
Very quick to take this one.
Yes, Felix Kamau, rather Miguel Karani,
Yes.
finds Lewis Mwaniki. Good build-up play, but it couldn't find Moses Bwire down the right-hand side. So better play from the home side.
Yes. Fair enough. But they are trying to find a goal here. Nicks it in well, and if he releases that ball on time, maybe the attack will have been on. But here is another chance.
Lewis Mwaniki takes a turn, looks for his man, brings the ball down there in the right hand side, but then it is again blocked. Sadiki stands tall and Etiang will pick the pieces. Tries to find Lewis Mwaniki. Etiang. Good play there by Etiang. Make sure that he gets his bearings right.
That combination,
Finds
wow.
Glenn Ngete.
Nice one.
It is Dugu, not Ngete really. I think this is
Good exchanges there, you can see. Again, that connection between Mwaniki, and sorry, yes, it was Kamau and Etiang, but Kamau is out now. But again, you can see Etiang very comfortable on the ball. Is very quick to find those pockets of spaces.
So Kevin Gatoto came in for Felix Kamau,
Yes.
not Glenn Ngete, as we had earlier said. So it's Miguel Karani to pick the ball. They played quite well this second half. The Kahawa Pride side equally has Embakasi United.
Greg, with 3 minutes to go, would you say it's a fair, if the game ends like this, would you say it's a fair result?
Technically it is, but not for Kahawa Pride, because they had the lead, had the better chances in the game, and of course that hole in lead to that equalizer would be the main undoing, but rightfully they've stuck to the game plan. I feel Kahawa Pride should be having a win here. They'll feel this, frustrated if it ends this way. They know that they had a chance of beating the league leaders.
Yes, especially after conceding such an avoidable goal. But then, so is football. A good tussle there, but then the ball goes out for a throw-in. Here comes Kahawa Pride. Kelvin, good fast start to spread it out wide. Good fast contact, but then
It is Brian Masharia, jersey number 59. Another striker who has an eye for goal. Will be trying to have that late surge in attack. Thank you, Alvin, for that correction.
the ball rolls into our commentary area.
Yeah, so it is a free kick for, it's
Yes.
a throw-in rather, to be taken by Jeremy Otieno. He's been so industrious on this left-hand side. Good
1
turn there by
minute.
Austin. Tries to dink the ball into the area, calmed down. Gideon Etiang trying to pick that one, but then it goes out of play. It will be another throw-in for Embakasi United into the 90th minute.
Yes, if you can remember, Greg, on Saturday, the undoing came at the last kick of the game, so they need to be very careful in these moments, not to let in anything.
So it is going to be a goal kick. The home side wanting to rush things. Remember, Brian Masharia came in for Felix Kamau, not Kevin Gatoto, as we had earlier said. 39 and 59 look alike.
Yes,
Flicked into that area. It's not going to be Fahad. I thought for a moment he claimed that one, but then Kahawa Pride with the attack again cleared by Embakasi United. That was Isaac Ndisha Kiarie to take that long throw. 3 minutes added on in this second half.
3 minutes are enough to find a goal.
It is Austin.
That's a good
Lewis
one.
Mwaniki. Gideon Etiang tries to swing one in, but then just about misses the target.
Yes, he had a good idea. Tried to hit it with the outside of his foot, but then he miscues it slightly. And it goes wide. 3 minutes added. 1 is already done. 2 to go. Kahawa Pride are at the brink of holding the league leaders here.
Victor Tieno puts the ball into that area. Nicely controlled, but then it is a free kick. Right in the middle of the ground. Moses Guire took his man. It was Gideon Etiang who took his man. So it is a free kick. And tense moments in these last stages of the game. It is a booking for the right back. Oh, that was quite a tussle.
You can see here the referee is trying to restore some order.
And as it seems, we are in for a very tense 1.5 minutes.
Very tense, Greg. Very tense. And whoever gets a goal here, maybe this could be the winner.
Standing over this one is Victor Otieno. He'll try find the tall figures in that area.
Staying there, telling some of the fans there to to calm down.
Easily gathered there by Miguel Karani. Long throw there, looking for Lewis Mwaniki, who controls the ball beautifully. Trying to look for Austin, and he's been fouled. The ball has been recalled, and it is frustration for Embakasi United.
It's
And there's another
yellow.
booking.
They need to control their... they need to be calm. They need to take this moment and keep their heads grounded, because he indeed clipped was it Moniki? So it's rightfully awarded set piece, but then they don't take advantage of it.
There's a lot of push and shove in this game.
Yes, you said we are going to have very tense 2 minutes, and indeed we are witnessing the exact same thing. 1-1. Kahawa have a shot to land a blow. Will they take it? Let's see. A ball into the box, but then Fahad is very comfortable saving that.
Yeah, and it is full time at the Mahiga Primary, and both teams have to settle for a draw because it ends 1-1. Felix Kamau with the lone goal for Kahawa Pride, and Austin replying in earnest later on after a mistake by Miguel Karani, who failed to clear his lines after that tame ball that came into the area. Just didn't find it right, but then it ends 1-1 here. And just a brief summary of what you witnessed in this game and what it means both teams.
Yeah, both teams don't change positions. Embakasi United remain top of the table as Kahawa Pride remain 10th, just 1 point off what they already had coming into this game. And we've seen two teams that were very resilient and consistent in their styles of play. No one wanted to change, no one wanted to blink fast, and this is what we are witnessing. It's encouraging for the players because, again, Kahawa has managed to hold the league leaders into a 1-1 draw. It's a positive thing, even though they would have loved to have all the 3 points.
Yeah, and it is gonna be that because we have come to the end of that, and from the Mahiga Primary it ends 1-1, and that means Kahawa Pride remain rooted to 10th with 22 points, and Embakasi United, who have traveled 5 times on the road, also get that point that takes them top of the table momentarily to 36. From us, it's goodbye. See you next weekend right here.
Don't miss a thing from Lions Den Kahawa Pride FC. Join our official Discord server for exclusive updates, behind the scenes, and a closer connection to the club. Scan this QR code and get inside now.
Is your club looking for new kits and apparel? Visit JerseyBird.com and tap Start a Project to be paired with a JerseyBird designer. Tell us you came from this Road to the KPL series and you will receive 10% off your entire order, 10% donated directly to the club, and a mention in our next video. We've manufactured for thousands of teams across all major sports. Start a project today and we will create some awesome custom gear for your organization. Welcome to the JerseyBird YouTube channel. This is everything about our company in less than 90 seconds. My name is Hayes Knupp, and I founded JerseyBird in 2019 while attending the University of Tennessee. We are on a mission to become the #1 sportswear brand in the world. After 3 quiet years of primarily basketball-focused work, an unexpected signing in 2023 with the Philippines national football team put us on the map and forever changed our company's trajectory. Since then, we focused on building the most streamlined way for clubs around the world to get fully custom kits, regardless of their size or skill level. Today, our team consists of 14 members across 10 different countries, including Tom McCleve, our head of short-form content. We've partnered with professional clubs around the world, from Al Qabila in Dubai to Walton and Hersham in London, but also work with dozens of youth and recreational programs like the Dutch Soccer School in Maryland, Premier Academy in Vancouver, and many, many more. And while our focus is on football, we manufacture for all major sports with many high-level projects across basketball, hockey, rugby, baseball, and others. To work with us, just tap Start a Project on our homepage, complete our 5-minute form, and you'll be paired with a JerseyBird designer. Whether you've been watching since 2019 or this is the first JerseyBird video you've seen, we appreciate all the support, and we look forward to working with your team next season. The Kahawa Pride Discord channel is the place to be for everything about our club behind the scenes. Breaking news, live Q&As with myself and club staff members, voting on club decisions, and more are all in the channel. If you want to join, the link is in the description. I'll see you in there.